And let's move on now to our app segment. You know, Rajiv, I have to say that if there's one app that has really changed my life in the last year, and if I have to be honest about it, I'd have to say it's Google Maps. That's in many ways become the default. Now others like MapmyIndia and others are now trying to come up with competitors for it. And
well, you know, I think MapmyIndia seems to say that the reason why we are different from anybody else, at least in the Indian context, is that we'll take you down to the physical address. So you do not just say, I want to get to, let's say, Defense Colony, or I want to get to some place in Mumbai. You actually can put in a physical address that will take you up to that house. So that's the big difference which Google right now...
And now they put it onto devices, right?
Yes, so now you can actually just have MapmyIndia on your phone. You don't need to buy hardware from them to actually run it. So it's not has to be installed in your car or something like that.
Does it have traffic?
So I think that's really the important thing to look at. I think they're talking about everything included.
Okay, so let's take a look at this app and also see how it stacks up against the competition.
There are a variety of options floating around in app stores when it comes to navigation apps. MapmyIndia now make their foray into the app market with NaviMaps. Do they do enough to stand out from the crowd? Let's find out. To do this, we compared the NaviMap with Google Maps, one of the most popular navigation solutions. We picked the route from GK to Lotus Temple and let the two battle it out. The first obvious advantage for NaviMaps is the regional language support. NaviMaps support up to 10 regional languages. Google has complete satellite view though, whereas Navi gives you a robust 3D map with 3D buildings and landscapes. Navi's traffic information was also comparable to Google Maps, but we preferred the interface of Google Maps, which is easier to use overall. Navi also lets you share your location information on Facebook and has support for offline navigation as well. Overall, a decent offering from MapmyIndia with the option to purchase additional languages via in-app purchases.
Now, there are lots of things you associate the armed forces with, but building computer games is not necessarily one of them. But now, the Indian Air Force has got a game, and the rationale for that is...
very forward thinking. So there are many ways to say, come be part of the army, come be part of the Air Force. This is, I think, the most direct and yet the most sublime way. Tell them, here's a game, play it, and then come be part of the Air Force and play it in real, fly real aircraft. So I think very interesting.
So whatever the game is like, I have to say that the idea and the concept, Indian Air Force, take a bow for that. Just the thought and the idea of getting a really good game out there, luring people with that and saying, well, if you really enjoyed playing the game, come join the Air Force.